Heather Ryan, candidate for United States Representative.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm very happy to be back here in Christian County. Thank you for being my warm-up act, I really appreciate it. Now, my name's Heather Ryan, and I was at the Little River event earlier this afternoon, and someone looked at my pin and they said, "Heather Ryan for Congress. Don't you know this is Whitfield country?" And I looked around and I said, "Did I drive to Florida?" Now, if you don't know my story already, I was compelled to run for Congress when Senator Mitch McConnell threatened the city of Paducah to cut their federal funding if I wasn't fired from my job as executive director of a nonprofit organization. My 12-year-old daughter and I dared to ask Senator McConnell a simple question about the war in Iraq. His influence was too powerful, my board of directors was too intimidated, and I lost my job. So what I'm here today to tell you is that I'm not afraid to stand up to Mitch McConnell, I'm not afraid to stand up to corrupt politicians, and I'm not afraid to stand up for what is right in Kentucky. Now I'd like to talk to you a second about the war in Iraq. That's the war that Mitch McConnell, George Bush, and Whitfield don't want to talk about. I was there in Washington, D.C. on that very dark day in American history when the Twin Towers were hit by terrorists, and when the Pentagon was hit by terrorists, and when a plane went down in a field in Pennsylvania because of terrorists. And you know what? Those terrorists had nothing to do with Iraq. When I'm in Congress, we will go after the real terrorists, and we'll kick some ass. But remember, until then, it's not the terrorists who are sending our jobs overseas. And it's not the terrorists who deny us health care. And it's not the terrorists who sell us out to special interest groups. That, my friends, are the Republicans. And that is my opponent, Ed Whitfield. Now, there could not be two candidates who differ more on the important issues than Ed Whitfield and I. My opponent doesn't believe that health care is important, and that is why he has consistently voted against S-chip. I believe that every American has a fundamental right to health care. Ed Whitfield voted for a tax cut for the richest 1% of Americans while cutting veterans' benefits. I am a veteran, and I believe that veterans deserve to be treated with honor, dignity, and respect, and they deserve every single benefit that they were promised. And in 13 years in Congress, his single most important piece of legislation has been a ban on eating horse meat. Now, we simply must end our dependency on foreign oil. When Ed Whitfield took office, gas was around $1 a gallon. Now it's almost $4 a gallon. He sits on the House Energy Commission, yet he does nothing to stem the increasing price of gas. But why would he? Exxon, Halliburton, and the petroleum marketers of America have given over $24,000 to his re-election campaign. And he owns $250,000 worth of Exxon stock alone. So why would he care how much you pay at the pump every time you fill up? He's making a profit. What's hard to believe is that a 7-term, multi-millionaire Congress member can even understand, much less represent the interests of the middle class in Kentucky. Now, our founding fathers intended for the average, everyday citizen to go to Washington, D.C., serve a couple of terms representing their constituents, and then go back home. My friends, it is time to send Ed Whitfield back home to Florida, where he lives. I'm a veteran, a wife, a mother, and now I'm newly unemployed, and I'm running for Congress. So I need the help help of everybody in this district to help me win. If ever there was a time when a poor person from the south side of Paducah is going to be a multimillionaire, it's right now. So I need everybody to spread the word. We'll never outspend Whitfield. He's got McConnell in his side. He can raise $1 billion if he needed to. But I need everybody to spread the word, and I need your support. I'm Heather Ryan. I'm a Democrat for Kentucky, and I'm a Democrat for change. Thank you very much.